I tell you my plans for Fast and Furious 10.
Okay.
So they've said that they're doing 10 before they ever reboot the franchise.
They're on record as like...
They're on record for saying this.
One even number here, yeah.
And so my thought for Fast and Furious 10 is that Vin Diesel reaches a point of car singularity, and he is a car. And he's like Kit from Knight Rider.
Okay.
And he's like, all right, now I am a car. And like he's fighting crime as a car, and like there's a James Bondian character that like he drives around and
You
stuff.
never had your car, but you had me.
Looked back and saw no footprints. That's when I drove you.
There was only one set of tire prints.
When there was only 2 tires,
Holy
that's
shit.
when I drifted.
That's when I was drifting. I think that might be too ridiculous, but
I don't think
I love
so.
that.
I think you could do anything with that franchise,
I
and
intend
I would be 100% on board.
I intend someday to make a video, and this is not the time or the place, where
Make a video? You're right.
where we outline the theory of that the Fast and Furious movies are superhero movies. I don't think anyone's done that yet, and if they have, they haven't done it well enough for me to notice.
Where like it breaks down and like a graph goes across the video and it goes, look here, he jumped 46 feet to be hit by the hood of that car traveling at 106 miles per hour. Your normal spleen would pop like a balloon.
Exactly.
But did he? No.
No, and I think it's the most, not only are they superhero movies, but no one notices they're the most realistic modern superhero movies that have ever been made. Because that's how it would be.
Or least realistic.
No. It's the most realistic superhero movie. It's the least realistic movie about motherfuckers that drive cars. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's true.
That's where you have to flip. That's the other side of the coin. That's Tails.
God, I love Fast and the Furious. It's such a great series because you look at that first movie, and the first movie is great. But
it is actually great.
It's like, all right, why is that movie great? Because it's kind of just a normal movie about, like, you know, these outlaws who like cars, who race, there's an undercover cop, a love triangle, and like it's like, all right. Then you go forward.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
To like the second movie, and you're like, all right. So now it's like the script is flipped. You got the cops doing his shit, this and that. The third movie, it's like that's unrelated. That's this. Oh, they just sold out. The franchise is gone. This is
Vin Diesel's not
barely
around,
involved.
yeah.
He's in like a little post-credit scene. But then you cut to 6, and it's like, oh, Han dies. Oh, it all is related in one of the best backstory fixing like. It's genius.
So I think I started. What did I see? Maybe 5 or 6. I think I've still never seen 5. Maybe I saw 1 and then heard that the others were bad, and then I saw 6. And I was like, dear Lord, this is amazing. Because I've been hearing like the rumors and everything that you just laid out the whole time for that. And just like, for Vin Diesel to come back and do all that and have the plot connect and have everything like work about this ridiculous thing and just what it's turned into. I literally struggled to find the words. This will be like a Mr. Plinkett review where I go through and tell you why it's a superhero movie. Because you really have to figure out even how to explain it. But I can see it, and it's so crazy like what they have done or like whatever. Because in a lot of movies like I don't know. Because the first movie, like people have said now, yeah, up until the 4th, the 5th movie, it sucked and now it's good. And I'm like, I don't know that I saw that first movie twice in theaters.
It's a great movie.
And I don't even like cars. My friends were like, yo, you gotta go see this. They'd already seen it. And they were like, you have to go see this. And I'm like, I don't really like cars. And they're like, fuck, what are you talking about? Go. And I saw it. And then I participated in doing that to our other friend, saying, I've already seen it. You have to see it, though. And he said, I don't like cars. And I go, I like cars less than you. You have to come see this. And we went and saw the fucking movie.
The characters are so good. I like all of them. They're interesting enough. My only problem with the whole first movie is when the smart guy who like fixes the car
got
that ADD shit. Is
that a problem?
That attention, whatever. Just that. There's like a line and how he says it, and I'm like, I hate that part. But other than that part, I like the whole movie. And I'm a person that like picks on bullshit all the time, and that's my only real issue with that.
The movie,
when Paul Walker wipes the beer off, and I'm like, oh, it's so good.
No, like, it's kind of, there's a certain magic there. I remember saying to someone, like, everything is so obvious. It's so, like, laid out. They have this great scene where there's not a lot of talking, where Vin Diesel comes into the backyard and stuff happens, and then instead of ending the scene, one of the chicks is like, he owns you now, and like lays it out completely.
Yeah.
And I would normally hate that, but something about this and like the stupid little drop-ins, like all like the lines about no one likes the tuna fish and all that stuff's great, but there's stupid little drop-ins where like you just see visual things, like the one dirtbag guy like just playing guitar, like he's the guy at the party that makes everyone listen to him fucking play guitar, and he's holding the cigarette while he's playing guitar and shit. Like, just these little things to like fill out this, and like the oil gun bullshit and all that. There's all this I'm like, and again, I don't like cars, I don't like obvious movies, I don't like dumb movies or something like that, but something about this, there was a magic that held it all together that made it so good.
When the Asian guy comes at, and what is it? It's like, what was that thing, like desert race death something?
Oh god, I forget the
race.
I might have known it until you said desert death
like
race.
Band in the sand. It was like
yes.
it was some like rhyme thing. But when he confronts Toretto there, and he's like somebody. Blah, blah, blah. And it was you! and it was you!
I know.
I fucking love that part.
I fucking know. It's so good. And that fucking race, like at the end, or like he
The Buster saved me! Kept me out of handcuffs.
No, it's so good. Because they go, like he's like the new fancy car, and he has like the old car.
Yeah.
And it's like symbolic of like their paths in lives and what type of men they are.
Yeah.
And I feel retarded saying that about Fast and Furious. I think it might be a good movie.
It's a great movie.
But no one thinks it's a good movie.
But on top of that, so that first movie is great. On record, it's a great movie.
Unusually good.
If you look at this series that is going to hit 10, what are they on now? They're on the 9th now? We saw Fast 8. We always so Fast 7. We're on,
being made.
It's being made.
Yeah.
So we've seen 7 movies, and the last 5 in a row, so like 5, 6, and 7, I've been like, oh, that's the best one of that's the best of the series. Then 6 comes out, that's the best of the series. Then 7 comes out, I'm like, that's the best of the series.
I liked 6 more than 7.
Each one I walked out with. I don't think I stopped smiling from like the moment the credits start to like the end of the movie.
I don't think 7's like a much worse movie. I just think that I liked 6 better for some reason. But at the end of the day, this is super interesting and like unique, because people joke that like the sequel or like the third movie of the trilogy is always worse. This is a movie where you are so many movies in and they are like getting better, generally speaking. Like,
if you think of Jaws, every movie after Jaws is as if you took Jaws and gave it like a good stab in the chest and said, keep walking. And like by that third one, he wasn't even walking. His like chin was scraping his body across the ground, and they stabbed him one more time.
Yeah, there's a lot of Jaws.
There's
movies,
too many Jaws,
like 5?
and they're so bad. Jaws Revenge is about a shark who's dead, like his kid or something, tracking these people across the world to an area where that kind of shark can't survive.
Yep, it's a tale.
Fight them?
It's a tale of biologically impossible revenge.
Oh my god!
I remember those movies coming on, like, and like when you're a kid, you just see Jaws, and then there's a little 2 somewhere, and you're like, I don't know, Jaws, sharks, great. And I remember trying to like make sense of these scenes of these actors I'd never seen before, either in a house, and I'm like, where even is the water? Or like near the beach in this weird like bungalow-y thing, and I'm like, well, just don't go in the water. Why would you ever go in the water after the first shark thing? This is super, like the first one had this awesome tension of like, hey, this is how the town makes money, we have to open the park. And like, then they took it personally, and they're like, no, we're gonna kill this thing. And that crazy salty guy from the sea and all that shit. Like there was a reason for the movie to happen. And this was, everything else was just they were like horror movies, they're trying to be horror movies?
The one where they were in the water park, that one I liked. I didn't think that one was like the worst garbage ever.
Oh yeah,
it still wasn't good.
I said open the park, I meant open the beach town. But
I'm saying.
Later there's one, with that tunnel and stuff.
With Lou Gossett Jr.
So that had a similar vibe to it too, where like, hey man, it's just a thing, we gotta take care of it, and we can't, whatever.
I don't even remember the plot of that
water
one.
coming through.
They caught Jaws, and he was going to be an attraction? Is that the plot? Or
God, I have no idea now.
That's so bad.
I just remember that like glass tunnel and like the shark doing stuff and like the water coming in and all that stuff, and that scares me, because it should.
Deep Blue Sea was good though.
Deep Blue Sea.
Get him, LL Cool J.
I wasn't a huge Deep Blue Sea fan.
I got eat by a shark.
That's like a so bad it's good territory
Yeah.
for me. Oh, well then we're in agreement again.
But that was a movie that like I remember like being one of the first things I saw on DVD at like a friend's house who had like
Okay.
the big screen, like it's like a TV like we have like right in front of us now. That's
smaller
like
than
a
this.
normal TV, and you're like
This cheap TV, yes.
And like at the time, you're like, oh my god, it's a flat screen that like goes from the floor to the thing and is like this deep. But you're like, oh, this is amazing.
Wow.
DVD, and he has like speakers that don't just come with the TV. You're like, oh my god, and
It was
seeing
the whole
that,
cinematic experience.
yeah, it was. Yeah, so Fast and Furious is awesome.